By the team, Albie Costa here with another training video to try and help you avoid a lot of the frustration and pitfalls that I had to go through in my online marketing journey. So you've got traffic running through to your lead capture page, you've got leads coming in there, the autoresponder emails are going out, and hallelujah, you've just got your first sign up. You're so excited. You go and crack open the champagne or do whatever you do when you get excited, do a heel click, and then you get another sign up. You get 3 sign-ups, 4, 5, 6 sign-ups, and you're just absolutely fist pumping, fired up, and then about 3 or 4 days pass by and you notice that these sign-ups don't actually buy anything at all. They don't actually fund their account. They don't buy whatever, the product or the program is that you're pitching. And a week goes by, you've got a whole bunch of these sign-ups and they're doing absolutely nothing. They don't even respond to your emails when you send them emails. Incredibly frustrating. Every single online marketer has had to go through this process, and it is incredibly frustrating, and especially when it happens for the first time, it really messes with your head. Certainly did with me for a long time until I kind of worked out a couple of little things that help get people across the line. Okay, now just a little bit of mathematics might help you sort of put things into perspective. From my experience, depending on what program, I get around about a 30 to 35% opt-in rate, depending on how good my landing page is, and then from that opt-in rate, I generally get about a 10% sign-up rate. So if I get 100 opt-ins, I'll get about 10 people signing up. And then from that 10 people, I'll generally get about a 20% funding rate over time. So if we've got 100 people signing up for my program, around about 20 of them are actually going to fund their account. Now, that's over time, that's not straight away. But there's a couple of key things that happen here. Now, if we go back to one of the previous videos when I talked about the importance of building a list and building a relationship with that list, this is when it becomes critical to be building a relationship with that list. Now, I always think of a list as a bloke. It's like courting a woman when you're trying to attract their attention. You want to be able to project yourself in the best possible light. You want to see if you are relating well with that person, whether you've got common interests. You want to, be attractive to that person. Certainly when I met who's my wife now, it took me an incredibly long time to court her. She certainly wasn't attracted to me straight away, I can tell you. It was quite a rocky journey, but over a period of time, I was able to woo her over to my way of thinking. I hope she's not watching this. But it was a process, and it's a process of learning a little bit about each other. She was trying to work out whether I was the real deal, whether I was serious. I was trying to work out if she was really interested or not. I certainly thought she was very attractive, but you know the whole story. So you're courting your list. You want that list to fall in love with you. You want to have a relationship with that list, and you don't just walk up to someone and say, will you go out with me? Will you marry me? It just doesn't happen that way. In fact, that's pretty repulsive. So if you just go in and pitch someone with the product straight up, they're pretty much going to turn around and run the other way as fast as they can. You want to be building a relationship with that list. And what do I mean by that? I mean, project your personality through that list. You want to be communicating with it. You want to be doing broadcasts to your list every single day, especially when you're first starting in this business. You want to have pictures and videos of yourself so that people can see who you are. They can see it in your eyes that you're genuine. They can, because there's something that subconsciously translates through a video to a person, and they will see if you're the real deal. And also, I've found over time in this industry is people want to see that you're a stayer and you're a sticker, that you're not just going to leave them behind as another internet orphan, because we've all had the experience where we've signed up for something and as soon as people have got your money, they disappear. I've had people on my list for 2 years and have done nothing, and then I have launched a program and they've joined up. Never heard of them before, never seen them before. They contact me and they say, I've been on your list for 2 years and I'm joining now. Now there's another factor to consider as well, and I call it the looking zone. If you imagine life is like if you imagine a band through life, which I like to call the looking zone, people are always moving in and out of that looking zone all their life. They leave school, they go to college, university, they spend 3, 4, however many years there. They think, that is the answer to life's, problems, questions. and they think they've got it made, so they get a job and it's fantastic for 1, 2, 3 years, however long, and all of a sudden it's not quite as they thought it would be. They become disillusioned, the money's not as good, and they start to enter into that looking zone. They start to look at other things. Now, it may be another job, maybe a business opportunity, and they slap bang in the middle of that looking zone. They find what they're looking for, they move out of that looking zone. They do whatever they're doing for a few years or however long. It's, again, not what it's cracked up to be. They come back up through. People do that all their life. They're going in and out of that looking zone. And where we're trying to get them is right slap bang in the middle of that looking zone. So when we sign up people, they may be just kicking the tires, they may be having a look under the hood, but they may not be slap bang in the middle of the looking zone, which is why it's really important to continuously build a relationship with your list so that when they do enter the looking zone, you are on top of their mind. They call it top of mind marketing, and that your face is familiar, it's friendly, it's trustworthy, it's somebody that they would follow when they enter the looking zone. And this is why it's so important to stick with this list building thing and continuously be building relationships with your list, because you don't know when people are going to enter that looking zone. And the bigger your list and the longer that you've been cultivating and courting that list, the more opportunity that you have when people enter that looking zone is that they'll look in your direction and they'll look at your business opportunity. Now, the other thing that you need to be aware of is that you need to develop credibility in their eyes. And how you do that is you send people the results that you've been getting. I think one of the most motivating things for me, in fact, it's the first question I ask when I'm looking at a new business opportunity, is show me the results that you've been getting. Now, I don't need to know that they've made $1 million. I just need to know that they've got a system that works and that they are, leading that system, that they are on top of it, that they're running it, that they've got finger on the pulse, and that they're driving their business. Leaders follow leaders, and you want to be able to project yourself as a leader in your particular business. So the really important thing to do is to, number one, is to be broadcasting emails every single day. Now, you need to be broadcasting, you just need to be making contact with your list. You need to be cutting a short video saying, hey, just letting you know, I'm here, and if you've got any questions, just shoot me back an email, but I just want to let you know that I'm here to help you. Probably the question that some people might have is what recording software to use. I use a free service called Screencast-O-Matic. So it's Screencast-O-Matic. If you just Google it, you'll find it. It's a free service. If you're going to record something under 15 minutes, it's free. Then you've got to buy the professional version. I do have the professional version, but generally you should keep your videos under 15 minutes long. Cut a video like this and just introduce yourselves. Something really simple like, hi, my name's Albie Costa. I just wanted to welcome you to my list, and I want to let you know that your information is safe with me. I won't sell it to anyone or give it to anyone else, but I also want you to know that I'm a real person. I'm not hiding behind the anonymity of my computer. And if you have any questions at all, please shoot me back an email, give them your Skype details, and then just reassure them. Say, look, I'm here to help you because my success is dependent on your success. Okay? Broadcast your results. Okay, take a screenshot of a withdrawal that you may have made, broadcast that through there. Take a screenshot of how big your business has become, how many people you've sponsored. All of that, what we call social proof, builds up in people's minds over time. They want to know that you're serious about your business, that you're building a business, that you're on it, driving it, and that you're going to take them to where they want to get to. Many, many people, in fact, most people who join my business are jaded and fed up with people who get them involved and have no idea of the direction they're taking themselves. This is how most people build these businesses. They are looking for that one person that is going to make them rich, okay? And I call that the mother hen syndrome, where they find this one egg and they try and sit on it and they try and hatch it, okay? My mentality, because it all comes back to mindset, as we've spoken about before, is that if I want to make a $100,000 a month business, I'm going to do the mathematics. I'm going to work out how many people it's going to take for me to sponsor, to put into that business, and I am if I've got to sponsor every single person in that business myself, then I'm prepared to do it. I trust everyone, but I rely on nobody. I trust me to build that business. And that's the mentality you have to have in this industry. You drive it, you build it, you do everything it takes. Because I guarantee if you're prepared to do that, people will follow you and they'll get caught up in the slipstream of your activity and your enthusiasm, and they will just go crazy and they will build around you. But you have to be prepared to have that mentality, because being an online entrepreneur is not easy, because you have to absorb a lot of rubbish. You have to be up when everybody else is down. And when businesses fail and collapse, you have to be prepared to absorb the fallout from that. You'll be accused of scamming and this and that, even though you'll do everything with integrity. That's the sort of thing you have to absorb as an entrepreneur and as a leader. You've got to keep yourself up all the time. And when nobody else is doing anything in your business and there's nothing to be excited about, you have to be excited. You have to be the one that's excited. You have got to be the person that takes the people into the land of freedom. You've got to lead them there. And the people who are prepared to do that are the people that are going to make 6, 7, 8-figure incomes. And it's been my experience over the last 12 years that if you're not prepared to do that, you may end up with a cash flow, but you won't end up with that life-changing cash flow. You've just got to step up to the plate as a leader and be prepared to do everything you need to do. In fact, the attitude you should get to is, I do not need my upline. I can do this thing, and I am going to do this thing. I'm going to drive this thing, and I will do whatever I have to do to make it happen. If I can't get the information from my upline, I will find the information. I'll make the information if I have to. You've just got to be, so determined, and you've just got to have that intestinal fortitude to make it happen. And then gently just build that relationship with that list and bring it on the journey with you. I mean, if you're having some hard times, share it with your list. Okay, if you've had a big family event, have some photos, share it with your list. Don't be scared to put photos of yourself out there. People will fall in love with people who are transparent, honest, and have integrity when they're building this business. And that just needs to be like the thread that weaves its way through. And that's only something that's built up over time. Most people quit this industry before the magic happens. So don't get frustrated when these signups don't turn into funded signups. That will be a process. You'll get 20% of them funding over time as you build a relationship with them. Okay, and some of them, like 80% of them, will never fund. In fact, I can tell you that 5% of your income, most of your income is going to come from 5% of the people in your business. Okay, you just have to churn through the numbers. This is a numbers game, and you've got to churn through the numbers as quick as possible. If you've got 5 people on your list, there's very little chance that you're going to succeed in this industry. So build a massive list. The formula is the same. Build a massive list, build a relationship with that list, be intimate with that list, be available to that list, be honest, be transparent, and deal with integrity with that list. And I guarantee over time you will see results that most people just dream about. And you know what they'll do? They'll come up to you and go, oh, you're an overnight success. Well, it only took me 12 years to become an overnight success. Well, they'll say, you're lucky. Okay, you know what luck stands for? Laboring under correct knowledge. All right, or the classic one will be, and I get this all the time, it's okay for you, you've got a big list so you can build a big business. And I haven't even worked out a positive way to respond to that. I know how I want to respond. Most of the time I respond to that was go and build a big list. That's how you do it. I mean, it's a process. It's not always easy. As I've said, being an online entrepreneur is not the easy path, but it is a very lucrative path if you're prepared to do what it takes. So hopefully you can pick up some little gems in amongst that lot there. I know right now as I'm making this video, we've just done a major launch with a business, and if you're watching this for the first time, you'll probably be one of those people who are involved in that launch, and you're about to get, or you've just had your first sign-ups. You're absolutely fired up out of your treehouse, and you just cannot wait for these guys to fund. After 2 hours, you're already frustrated they haven't funded it. Guys, it's a process. This is when the work begins. When people drop into your list and they've signed up, this is when the real work begins. Build a relationship. Don't take any shortcuts. Broadcast every single day. If people don't like your broadcast, they can unsubscribe. They didn't like you anyway. Okay? I broadcast sometimes 2-3 times a day. I've just become annoying. Okay? I'll wear them down if I have to. So, I don't think there's anything else I can add to that, but I think you get the idea. Don't get frustrated. It happens to every single online marketer. Build a list, build a relationship with that list, be real with that list, be transparent with that list, send lots and lots of photos of yourself, your family, because they need to put a face to the name, and you need to be open to them. You need to be familiar to them, and you need to be like a friendly, companion to them. So hopefully that helps. If you need any help, you know that I'm here. You can Skype me, email me, Facebook me, and we will see you very soon, and we will be sharing your success story. I just know it. All right. Bye-bye. Albie over and out.